Hello everyone, we are pleased to welcome you to this meeting presenting Wavestone's revenue for the third quarter of 23-24. Today the speakers are Pascal Imbert, co-founder and CEO of Wavestone. Hello Pascal.
Hello Justine, hello to all.
And Laurent Stoupy, CFO of Wavestone. Hello Laurent.
Hello Justine, hello everybody.
Laurent, the floor is yours.
Thank you Justine. Over Q3 23-24, the period from October to December 23, Wavestone revenue was 175.6 million euros. This is up 26% compared with Q3 of the previous fiscal year. At constant scope and forex, organic growth was 10%. Constant scope excludes Parent Partnership and Co-Consulting consolidated since August and October 22. It also excludes Superior consolidated since December 23 and Parent Consulting to be consolidated from February 24. Over the first 9 months of the fiscal year, total revenue was 452.2 million euros, an increase of 20% and equivalent to 12% at constant scope and forex. Excluding Superior and Parent, 9 months revenue amounted to 427.6 million euros. For the record, Wavestone is targeting annual revenue over 580 million euros, excluding Superior and Parent. Let's now look at the operating indicators. For information, these indicators relate to Wavestone's scope excluding Superior, as we are waiting to deploy consolidated operating indicators across the new firm. The consultant utilization rate remained stable over the 9 months at 73% after its recovery in H1 of this fiscal year. With respect to sales price, the average daily rate was 898 euro over 9 months, up 1% compared with the whole of the previous fiscal year. At constant exchange rates, the average daily rate was 900 euro, a slight decline compared with 902 euro in H1. The order book stood at 4.2 months at the end of December, compared with 3.6 months at the end of September. This is a result of strong momentum in order intake at the end of calendar year, as is typically the case during the period. With respect to human resources, staff turnover rate remained stable at 14% on a rolling 12-month basis at the end of December 23. This compares with 16% for the whole of the previous fiscal year. The staff turnover figure has been calculated excluding Superior. Given the degraded economic environment and reduced staff turnover, we are maintaining a moderate rate of recruitment. Excluding Superior, Wavestone had 432 employees at end of December 23, slightly above the figure at the end of March. In total, including Superior, the workforce has 5,764 employees at the end of December. And now, hand over to Pascal.
Thank you, Laurent. Now, our most recent news. On January 16th, we announced the acquisition in Pittsburgh, in the US, of the consulting firm Parent Consulting, specialized in the digital transformation of businesses. Parent Consulting's clients are global 500 companies, as well as large American companies, across several sectors, with a strong presence in life sciences, with clients such as Novartis, GSK, and Helion. Parent Consulting has about 100 employees, and in its last fiscal year, which ended December 31st, 2023, the company has generated revenue estimated at $26.1 million, with an adjusted EBITDA margin expected to be above 10%. With this acquisition, Wavestone is continuing to strengthen its US presence, a key geography in our development internationally. Aspiron Consulting's management team will continue to develop the firm, working alongside with the Wavestone US management team. The acquisition resulted in Wavestone purchasing 100% share capital in Aspiron Consulting at an acquisition price of $24 million in enterprise value, and up to $10 million could be added to this, depending on the firm's performance at December 31st, 2024. Aspiron Consulting will be consolidated into Wavestone's account from February 1st, 2024, that is to say, on the last 2 months of the fiscal year. Now for our broader activity. The third quarter of the 23-24 fiscal year was solid, enabling us to achieve nice growth, the fruit of the intensification of our business development activity since the beginning of 2023. Business activity was also good for Q-Period, with an increase in consultant utilization rate and a good level of order intake. In parallel with Wavestone, Q-Period is maintaining a prudent recruitment policy, while the firm's staff turnover rate remains low at about 10%. This positive trend in Q3 should not, however, hide a tougher business environment. Demand is generally slowing. Clients are increasingly taking a wait-and-see approach in committing to new projects. Some sectors, such as banking, retail, and the public sector in France, have been heavily impacted, but fortunately, others, such as insurance, energy, luxury, and transport, are showing a better resilience. The business environment remains delicate, which means we'll continue to be cautious in the months ahead. As a reminder, Q4 of the fiscal year will see a marked slowdown in Wavestone's organic growth. And in addition to this slowdown of our organic growth due to a comparison effect with the Q4 of the previous fiscal year, in addition to that, there will be a slight fall in consultant utilization rate, taking into account both the lag at the start of the calendar year, which was quite significant in the first weeks of 2024, and taking into account also a less favorable market conditions in recent months in the UK. As for Q-Period, the company begins the 2024 calendar year with a consultant utilization rate in line with the final months of 2023. However, similarly to Wavestone, and for the same reasons, growth will slow down year on year, substantially in the last quarter of the fiscal year. Despite the uncertain environment I just mentioned, we are confirming our guidance. That is, our objective of achieving annual revenue of over 580 million euros with an underlying organic growth of 7%. We are also confirming our objective of an annual EBIT margin of about 15%. These objectives take into account the effect of full-year consolidation of Penn Partnership and Chorus Consulting. They are also expressed at constant exchange rates, but they exclude Q-Period and Aspiron Consulting. So that covers the commentary on our figures for the quarter and the slight description of the outlook we wanted to mention today. We'll be happy now to answer any questions you might have.
So you can now ask your questions. To do so, please unmute your mic, or if you are connected by phone, press *6. I think we don't have any questions.
Justine, then maybe you have a question for us.
everything was clear for me.
Okay.
So Pascal, I let you conclude.
Then, if there are no questions, that's perfect. Thank you very much for attending this comment on our publication of today. Our next meeting will take place in a few months on April 29th, 2024, and it will be for the publication of our 23-24 annual revenue. Thank you very much once again to attend this conference call, and talk to you in a few weeks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.